Live from Ball State University. News for the campus community and all of Delaware County. This is Newslink Indiana.
Good evening. Welcome to Newslink Indiana. I'm Robert Connett.
And I'm Kirsten Davenport. Thanks for joining us.
Imagine Ball State University without certain landmarks like the LaFollette dorms.
Or even the Cooper Science Building. Even more, the Emmons parking garage.
Well, a development plan that would include those changes and could take 20 years to make has Ball State students wondering what exactly their campus could look like in the future. Newslink Indiana's Kelsey Baker is live with more.
There are buildings on campus that we've all grown accustomed to, like this, the Cooper Science Building. But with the new campus master plan in the works and discussion of demolition, there's no telling what's here to stay for the future. As students come back from Easter weekend, the talk has been about the campus master plan open house. During the meeting on Wednesday, students were invited to see what consultant Smith Group JJR say could help improve campus in the future. A lot of the plan involves demolition. Aaron Cromer, an urban planning minor, attended the meeting and found the research was accurate.
I think it's a good plan. I think in the time they've been collecting data on how our campus operates, I think they do really understand it.
Buildings being looked at include a demolition of LaFollette and renovations at Neuer, Cap, and the business building. One major proposal is the creation of an East Mall, or a path that would go from the village to the rec. Making the walk safer for students and releasing some of the packed crowds seen on McKinley is the goal. But like most students who look at the plan, questions about well-known landmarks, such as the gum tree, and whether they'll make the cut are in discussion.
You can just see straight down it, but there's not much activity there. And I said, I like this a lot, but will you preserve the gum tree? Because it is a big landmark on campus, and they said they will look into it.
Randy Howard, Vice President of Business Affairs, is a part of the process and wants to stress one thing and used Emmons parking garage as an example.
Looking out at our campus for 10, 20, 30, 40 years down the road. And so a lot of the things they talk about are ideas that in the future, when we have to make a decision about a building, it's something that they're saying we should at least consider. We don't plan on going in tomorrow and tearing down that garage. It's not even on the drawing board, if you will.
Affordability of campus housing as well as parking garages were a major concern amongst students. But on the website, they cover everything from preferred living situations to how far students are willing to walk onto campus. Live in Muncie, Kelsey Baker, Newslink, Indiana.
Now, nothing is set in stone, and more than likely it won't be for years to come. But to keep up on the discussion and to add your opinion, go to masterplan.bsu.edu.
The Office of Registrars is offering new ID cards to students. In an email, the registrar stated that the technology that is used to produce campus IDs, quote, has become outdated and reached the end of its recommended production cycle. A new system will be installed next week, and it will change the look of the card as well as its flexibility and efficiency. Also, with the new card system, university classifications have been reduced from 30 to 4, and those 4 classifications are student, employee, Brewis, and guest. It is not required that everyone replaces their ID card. However, regular fees still apply if your card is lost or stolen. Anyone with questions should direct them to the Office of Registrar.
Tell you what, Kirsten, warmer temperatures today, and it's finally starting to feel like spring outside.
Yes, especially since last week we got a little bit of that snow. So I'm really excited about the warmer temperatures this week. So let's go ahead and send it over to the weather desk to Chris.
Yeah, guys, we did have very warm temperatures today. In fact, we got up to 76 degrees for the high. It's still holding on. Look at the temperature right now. We're at 68 degrees. We do have a west wind at 9 miles per hour that's moving a frontal system across our state towards us, but I'll talk about more of that in just a minute. Our pressure is at 29.87 inches of mercury, and that's starting to fall. So what that means is generally when you get a low pressure system, you get rain coming in, and that's exactly what our radar looks like. This is a satellite radar composite, so these white areas are areas of intense cloud cover. The brighter the white, the thicker the clouds. Some of these clouds are actually producing rain. What has actually happened is when you get warmer temperatures and more moisture like we did today, and then a cold front comes through, it provides that trigger or that lifting mechanism to get some of these showers start to fire ahead of this is a cold front right here, and in the leading edge of this cold front is usually where you see precipitation like we are right now. Now, some of these showers are going to linger around, and as that cold front passes, I'm talking about a couple cold nights, even some frost, so make sure you stick around to hear more about that. We are going to rebound to higher temperatures, and we have a wet week ahead. Now I'm going to throw it back to the desk.
Thanks, Chris. Now, students from the new student group, the Ethnic Theater Alliance, met in front of Bracken Library today for a demonstration against social injustice against minorities. The group read off a list of people who they say suffered injustices in the legal system. After reading some names, white students mimicked shooting hooded students of color to symbolize recent high-profile cases, most notably in Florida. Audrey Eldridge, a junior theater major, said the group decided to put on the event because of the death of Sanford, Florida teenager Trayvon Martin.
Yeah, so there's just no justice for these people. And the Trayvon Martin and Jordan Davis are really kind of the straw that broke the camel's back. And thought that we needed to come out here and scream about it and let people know that this is not new. This has been going on for a very long time, and that we need to do something about it now before it escalates.
Now, the group performed the protest 4 times today. This is the first time the group held such a demonstration, but they said they plan on doing more in the future to continue conversation.
Residents of Delaware County might have to pay extra in order to have private septic tanks in their backyard. According to the Star Press, the leaders of the Delaware County Health Department and the Regional Wastewater District recently proposed a plan that would require residents to pay a fee in order to simply go to the bathroom in their own home. The fee would cover the cost of regular inspection, maintenance, and cleaning of privately owned septic tanks, along with making service providers register their tanks with the county and be approved before they can do their business. If the County Health Board approves the plan, the proposal won't become a law unless passed by the Delaware County Commissioners.
Students at Purdue University have created a senior project that outlines plans to colonize the moon. According to their 1,100-page report, it would cost $550 billion to send people to the moon to live there. To live in 3 separate outposts for about 4 years. The proposed visit would begin in 2024, and the Professor James Longish-G says that the plan would help scientists learn more about the requirements to eventually send people to Mars.
A crazy story out of Maui. A teenager who reportedly ran away from home hitched a ride in the wheel well of a Hawaiian Airlines flight. Just ahead, we'll tell you how he did that.
And it's about 2 weeks until graduation. We'll take a look at the job market for all you soon-to-be grads. Stay tuned.
Pretty much a good day for me would be people leaving their hands off of me. I'm always called names. Everywhere that I go, there's always someone calling me names, calling me gay. I've been choked, thrown up against a wall, punched. Nobody's ever tried to help me.
I don't know what's happening. Start a new chat. What did I do? Okay. Wow. That is so weird.
Hey! Hi!
Oh my gosh. Hi! God, I don't even know what to say right now. I'm so nervous. Gia, you're so big. Come closer to the camera. Wait, now you're in my face. That was so good.
Budget, so don't accept defeat. Now you can get covered and still buy me treats. Enroll.
The new world of healthcare is here to stay. Do something for those who care about you. Enroll today.
When you throw away money on wasted electricity, you're throwing away everything you could have bought with it. saving energy saves you money. Learn more at EnergySavers.gov.
This is Newslink Indiana.
Welcome back. Graduation day is less than 2 weeks away, and while Ball State seniors are filled with excitement and anticipation for their future, many of them still don't have any job prospects. There have been several reoccurring issues for new graduates each year, but there may be hope for change this year. Newslink Indiana's Allison Berger is live to shed some light on both sides of the entry-level job market that the class of 2014 will soon be a part of.
For new graduates, a good job is hard to find. 2013 U.S. Labor Department statistics show that 36%, roughly 1/3, of recent college grads are either unemployed or have a job that did not require a degree. Numbers like this are what worry seniors like Peter Loomis.
I'm a little worried about graduation just because I don't have a job locked in right now. There is potential to make money there. There's also potential to fluke out and go do something else instead and not really what your major required.
But unlike 2013 graduates, 2014 graduates can breathe a little bit easier. The National Association of Colleges and Employers reported in early April that employers plan to hire 7.8% more new grads for U.S. jobs this year than last. However, this hiring increase mostly applies to the job areas more traditionally in demand. Overall, employers are most interested in grads with a bachelor's degree in business, engineering, information sciences, communications, and sciences. Nursing major Sarah Blankenberger is one of the lucky seniors in the demanded group who will be graduating with a job lined up.
So it's just sort of me asking, being persistent, and then finally saying that there was a position. And so now I set up my start date, and we'll get started about May 12th.
Thank you, Allison. In addition to the 7.8% hiring increase, the NACE report also shows that starting salaries have potential to rise about 4.3%.
Now time for a look at headlines from around the area on Ball State Source for Online News, The Daily. I'm Ashley Lahue. Dumpster diving has always been a popular activity for students on a budget. Pick up a copy of The Daily to learn which dumpsters in Muncie community have piqued students' interest and why. As email reminders for course evaluations pop up in our inboxes, students are reminded how Ball State holds their teachers accountable. The Daily News has the story on the university's process of keeping their professors up to snuff. Ball State senior Tony Wilt died at home last Sunday. The cause is unknown. His obituary will appear in tomorrow's edition of the Daily News, along with the university, how they react when a student passes away. For all these stories and more from Newslink, WCRD, SportsLink, Ball Bearings, and The Daily, go to bsudaily.com.
Now check this out. A teenager who reportedly ran away from home allegedly hitched a ride in a wheel well of Hawaiian Airlines flight from San Jose, California to Maui. But some experts are questioning the 16-year-old's story. Now, crews noticed him wandering the tarmac in Maui's airport. They say he was dazed and confused, and Hawaiian Airlines say that the teen is exceptionally lucky to be alive. If he truly did ride in the cramped compartment for almost 5 hours, it's worth noting that the several parts of the teen's stories do check out. Investigators say they have surveillance of the 16-year-old hopping the fence at the San Jose International Airport. Having ran away from home on Sunday morning, there's also video of him crawling out of the landing gear in Maui. Still, experts are a bit skeptical.
The odds of the person surviving that long of a flight at that altitude are very remote, actually. I mean, you're talking about altitudes that are well above the altitude of Mount Everest and temperatures that can reach 40 degrees below zero. A lot of people would only have useful consciousness for a minute or two up at that altitude. For somebody to survive multiple hours with that lack of oxygen and that cold is just miraculous. I mean, it really, I've never heard of anything like that before.
The FBI is currently investigating the incident. The teenager hasn't been charged with a federal crime, but at this point, he has been placed with protective services.
215 people are still missing from the sunken South Korean ferry. At least 87 bodies have been found. Many of the passengers were students and teachers on a field trip from a high school near Seoul. There have been no survivors since 174 people were rescued last Wednesday. Deborah Hersman with the NTSB expressed her condolences today.
Our hearts go out to the tragic loss that occurred in South Korea, particularly in this case with so many students. We always investigate accidents to try to find out what happened, and there's not one cause of any accident. There's always multiple issues that need to be addressed. I have reached out to my counterpart in South Korea, offering my condolences and our assistance if needed, and we will continue to support them if we're called upon, but we are deferring to the Koreans and their leadership on this investigation. This is their vessel, and it occurred within their purview.
The ferry's captain is among several crew members arrested. The captain is accused of causing the ship to sink and delaying the evacuation. South Korea's president said his actions are akin to murder.
Now, we had some snow last week, but Mother Nature redeemed herself with much warmer temperatures.
But what about those April showers? We'll see if any are on the way when we return. Stay tuned.
The next 30 seconds can save you a lot of money. Just do your laundry in cold and stick to full loads. Auto-sleep your computers. Plug your gadgets in a power strip and switch it off when you're done. Headed out? Turn back your thermostat by 10 degrees. And drive sensibly. The more energy you save, the more money you save. Find other great tips at energysaver.gov.
Getting closer to nature can get you closer to your family. Go to discovertheforest.org.
So good to see you guys.
So, what's up? Oh, we finally bought a place. Holy cow.
You seriously have enough saved to do that?
We've been putting a little aside each month.
Jeez, at the end of the month, we have nothing left to save.
Yeah, I have no idea where it goes.
Well, you're spending a lot on... Is it good?
Oh, God.
Oh, how is my account overdrawn?
When it comes to financial stability, don't get left behind. Get tools and tips for saving at feedthepig.org.
You know what, guys? There's a lot of tree branches and dry brush over here. We should probably move the bonfire over there.
I'm guessing Smokey liked that idea.
This is Newslink Indiana.
Welcome back.
Tell you what, perfect, near perfect conditions out there. It's nice
Definitely.
and warm, shorts, t-shirts, maybe a little hoodie. Chris, can we expect those temperatures to stay this week?
Yeah, it was a beautiful day, guys, but unfortunately we got a lot of changes on the horizon, but I'll talk about that more in just a minute. We got warmer temperatures across the nation, 95 in Phoenix, 90 in Las Vegas, but you look at Dallas and Memphis, places like that are actually, their temperatures are near ours. We had a very warm day, about 10 degrees above average. We're 63 in Indianapolis, 62 in Lafayette, and 65 here in Muncie. We have a west wind at 14 miles per hour, and that dew point's actually increasing. The closer these two numbers get to each other, the more saturated the air is. It means rain's on its way, and these west winds at 14 miles per hour are really helping usher in this cold front that's just to our west. That pressure is dropping as we have this front approach as well. You can almost see it perfectly on our satellite radar composite, and the leading edge of this cold front's producing a lot of showers here in Indiana. Now that's going to make its way from west to east across our state and dissipate in the morning, but I'll talk about that more in just a minute. We got up to 76 today with a low of 47. As I mentioned, about 12 degrees above average, and our low about where it should be, but nowhere near that record at 86 set back in 1976. Our high temperatures across the state were generally uniform. South Bend almost reached 80 degrees, so that's extremely warm for this time of year. But for tonight, those rain showers are going to make their way through. It's going to be light rain. The wind's going to shift from the west to the northwest and usher in cooler, drier air. We're going to drop to about 10 degrees below our normal, but hey, we're used to it. It is Indiana. Newslink Precision Cast has the same story. Clouds are going to build in the wake of this front as it slides off to the eastern seaboard. High pressure is going to take over. We're going to have clear skies before another front builds and cuts through central Illinois as it makes its way west to east towards us. My 7-day forecast has all the story. As you look, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, 56 all the way up to 68 degrees. And moving on through the rest of the week, we have big rain chances coming in Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, with a thunderstorm chance possible Friday and Sunday. So make sure you have your umbrella later in the week.
All right. Thanks, Chris. Coming up in sports, we will have a look into an organization that gives students with disabilities a chance to play sports.
Also, women's basketball team picked up a new recruit. Find out who joins the Cardinal Athletics family next.
Here's to the things that can keep us safe. Those we use all the time with hardly a thought. Those that are silently standing by to save our lives. And now, those that we carry with us everywhere we go. Many mobile devices will now bring you wireless emergency alerts, real-time information directly from local sources you know and trust. With a unique sound and vibration, you'll be in the know wherever you are.
Cook foods to the right temperature using a food thermometer. 3,000 Americans will die from food poisoning this year. Keep your family safer. Check your steps at foodsafety.gov.
So, I got this new family, and I don't know what it is about this one, but she can't seem to put down that toy all day long. Tap, 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 tap. Oh, and she even talks to it. She talks to that more than she talks to him. What's up, bro? Nice shirt. Who's she talking to? Her mom? She talks to her mom a lot.
You wanted to be a teacher when you were little, but things changed. Teaching didn't seem that cool anymore, so you decided to become something else. But what would your 12-year-old self say? Amazing things are happening in teaching, so it's time to put it back on your list. Don't try to convince yourself otherwise. You had it right the first time.
This is Newslink Indiana.
Welcome back to Newslink Indiana. I'm Jacob Miller. One student organization here at Ball State allows students with disabilities the chance to compete on the hardwood. However, Newslink Indiana's Peter Hoffman reports basketball is not the name of this game. You can find out more on this organization by going to Ball State's Power Soccer's team Facebook page or on Ball State's website. Earlier today, Ball State women's basketball coach Brady Saley announced that the team has gained a new recruit. The team will welcome Hannah Demeter of Romania to Ball State's women's team this coming fall. The 6'3" forward has played on the Romanian under 15 and under 17-year-old national team while making the Romanian All-Star team in 2012. Coach Saley says that Demeter can bring a smooth and aggressive mid-range game to the table and that her wingspan and length should prove to be very helpful to the team. And earlier today, 2 Cardinal athletes were recognized for their actions on the ball diamond this past week. TJ Weir from the baseball team was the winner of this week's MAC West Division Pitcher of the Week. Weir pitched a complete game for the baseball team on Saturday to lead the Cardinals to a 3-2 win over Western Michigan. During the game, the senior pitcher struck out 14 batters and didn't allow an earned run. The Cardinals softball team, on the other hand, was also recognized with Jennifer Gilbert winning her 2nd straight and 4th Player of the Week award this year. The senior outfielder batted a .500 average last week while batting in 9 runners and scored 7 of her own runs. Both were among team highs for the week. With the help of Gilbert's effort, the team the softball team went on to win 3 of 4 games this past weekend.
Jacob, it's good to see the baseball team and the softball team be very victorious.
Absolutely.
This spring for Ball State athletics.
Absolutely. They're both sitting very well in the MAC, and it's going to make it really interesting toward the end of the year.
All right, well, straight ahead, a gaming classic turns 25. You don't want to go away.
The average text takes your eyes off the road for nearly 5 seconds.
Thank you, dear. Well, you're very supple, just like I was at your age. Back then, I was a sex expert. Used to call me the buttered biscuit. I know about birth control, too. So you can ask me anything, baby.
Bedsider.org has birth control information and a lot more. And it's...
Have you had sex in this car yet?
Up, college is hard. Down, those books are heavy.
My sport is football, but my passion is education.
Right up here.
So every year I take promising high schoolers on a college tour to show them that higher education means a brighter future.
My name is Nnamdi Asamoah. I don't just wear the shirt, I live it.
You can be a reader, tutor, or mentor too. Take the pledge at liveunited.org/volunteer.
Do you wear this?
I don't know what's happening. Start a new chat. What did I do? Okay. Wow. It's so weird.
Hey! Hi!
Oh my gosh. Hi! God, I don't even know what to say right now. I'm so nervous. Gia, you're so big. Come closer to the camera. Wait, now you're in my face. That was so good.
This is Newslink Indiana.
Welcome back to Newslink Indiana. I'm Jason Puhr with your entertainment news. The 10 Tenors will be performing tomorrow night at Ball State. They have sold over 3.5 million concert tickets, 2 platinum and 4 gold CDs, 1 platinum and 2 gold DVDs. The 10 Tenors' unique approach to opera has powered their rise to the top, bringing rock and classical music together. Expect them to bring the same contrast of raw power and soothing beauty to this special evening on the Best of Broadway. The performance is at 7:30 p.m. at Emmons Auditorium. Tickets are $11 at the door for students. For adults, prices start at $34. The President and the First Lady hosted the 136th annual White House Easter Egg Roll today. The event included live music, sports, storytelling, and of course, Easter egg rolling, where children use spoons to push eggs across the White House lawn. This year's theme was Hop into Healthy, Swing into Shape, to encourage children to lead healthy, active lives, a major push in Michelle Obama's Let's Move initiative. And today marked a special anniversary of a video game legend. Nintendo's Game Boy turned 25 years old today. Their latest numbers show that over 118 million units have been sold, along with over 501 million pieces of software. The first Game Boy was released in 1989 and was followed by the Game Boy Advance in 2001, which went on to sell over 81.5 million units across the globe. The system's star franchises include Pokemon, Super Mario, and The Legend of Zelda, among many others. Again, I'm Jason Puhr, and that is all for your entertainment news.
My childhood is in the palm of my hands right now with these Game Boys.
Definitely.
Fantastic.
Definitely. Now, Rob, what game do you have in your bag?
I got some Pokemon going on right now.
I have Pokemon too. Pokemon Sapphire version, to be exact.
One of the best. Mario Kart was one of my favorites, though. Chris, let's take a look at final weather.
Okay, well, we got some showers moving through central Indiana right now, and that's going to continue through our area My 7-day forecast has more rain coming in Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. So a very wet week coming ahead. We got a lot of rain coming at the end of the weekend. Your best dry chance seems to be Wednesday. If you have any events you need to do outside, that'd probably be your day. We do have warmer temperatures. Hold Tuesday night down to a low of 35. It's really going to bottom out. So any plants or any kind of fresh plants you have, be sure to cover them.
All right. Thanks, Chris. That's all for Newslink Indiana tonight. Be sure to tune in tomorrow right here on Cardinal Vision. For Jacob Miller, I'm Robert Connett.
And for Kirsten, I'm Kirsten Davenport. Thanks for joining us.